This is what the Department of Defense testing program that it started in November of 2023 has found so far, Steve. And they launched this generic testing program. Kaiser Health Plan was the first one to start a testing program. They have 13 million people. So they knew that something was not right, that our regulatory folks at FDA it's too much for them. They don't have the enforcement power against the corporate control by Congress and the Wall Street folks. So Kaiser Permanente started testing drugs, and then the DOD followed suit, again, because they realized the FDA, and FDA said this, that they do not have information on the quality and safety of the U.S. medicine supply. That was written in 2015. It's in black and white. And so the DOD started this generic drug testing program for the medicines that are important to them. And according to that independent testing, that 13% of what they've tested so far, they're not pure as they should be. They have carcinogens. They have arsenic in some of the samples. They have lead. And plus, they weren't made right, so they don't work right. And so you don't get the protection or the therapeutic value. And this is, so far from Six Sigma quality. Any manufacturer with 13% defect rate is just really bad. And by the way, it's not just China, Steve. It's India and other trading partners. And, we can put the onus on China or India, FDA not doing its job. But Steve, what we need to look at is this. There are 6 companies, U.S. companies, and they source 90% of the generic drugs from around the world. They're the ones that bring them into U.S. commerce. Just as RFK convened the leaders and CEOs of food industry businesses, we need to have a meeting at the White House with these 6 CEOs. No complaining, no hand-wringing. What are you going to do about it? They've outsourced their quality role to the FDA, but they can't do it. So this needs to change. And we have to implement the executive order that President Trump signed in August 2020 to bring back domestic manufacturing, direct the DOD, HHS, to give priority to domestic manufacturers of the finished drug, the active ingredients, and the components to make them. And those components to make the APIs, that's where China has the global chokehold. And we absolutely must ramp up independent testing. Let's get a way to brief the new DOD leadership. They've got to, because they supply the White House pharmacy, they supply the crash cart. We have to have those products tested. There could be some retaliation in lots of different ways, and we have to protect our people.
But